Real Madrid is looking as dangerous as ever. They are getting everyone on their grandmas just like Barcelona are, and we are finally replying back to the teams and everyone who's making fun of us. Konate, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It has been confirmed. Dumfries has been confirmed as well. Here we go. Two defensive machines, two defensive bulky machines in the back, and finally this is some good news out of the last month of pain that I have been hearing news in and out of presidents fighting each other, of the elections going on, of our players fighting and boxing each other every single day. Finally we are moving like a serious club for once. And Real Madrid fans, finally, after 9 back-to-back videos of me posting about Barcelona and their transfers, finally we can talk about our transfers and how this will improve our team. If there are any good signings, I will show you statistics, all of that. And Barcelona, you should fear us, because next season is starting to look serious as ever, man. Because not only that, and Enzo Fernandez is looking like a very big possibility to join Real Madrid. Like I have been saying, we need a midfielder as soon as possible. We fix the defense. I think there's 2 more defensive players that we should get and a midfielder, then we can stop it there, if I'm being honest. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about all the players that have been confirmed so far. So Enzo Fernandez, as when I hear and I hear to here we go, then we can talk about him. But ladies and gentlemen, first up is going to be Konate. Konate, coming from Liverpool, 27 years old. He just made 27, I believe, last month, if I'm not being mistaken, or in May. And ladies and gentlemen, he is a Liverpool player yet again. Now, I didn't approve of Trent Alexander-Arnold when he joined Real Madrid. I told you guys, he is unbelievable at the attack. Defensively, he's not that good, Trent. I have been watching Premier League. I know Liverpool. I'm a Party United fan. Maybe I just don't like Liverpool players. And Konate, if I'm being honest, maybe I'll get used to him if he plays good, but if he plays bad, then I'm going to call him out, because he is a Liverpool player and I'm just a hater of Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen. But he didn't have the best of seasons. Let's not be delusional here. We can sit here and say, yes, finally a young center back, a young strong center back, right? But looking at his statistics, ladies and gentlemen, of this season, it's not looking that good. A lot of key statistics that is looking good though. 27 years old, obviously. He had a pretty, you could say, decent Premier League season, but the thing is, the coach was just directionless, you could say. Arne Slot, you had, I don't know, Van Dijk not playing very good, so his partner didn't play very good as well. And if you take a look at the defense, I mean, Frimpong, is he really good defensively? He's a similar type to a Trent Alexander-Arnold, where defensively maybe he could lack some stuff there. The left back, I don't even know who they used there, but Liverpool just had an all-around bad season team-wise, so you cannot really judge him there, right? Key statistic: 36 appearances, 36 starts. So this brother played every single game in the Premier League with 0 red cards and 7 yellow cards, right? 28 interceptions, 194 clearances, and tackles won is 31. 31 tackles in 36 appearances. I mean, that could be a very good idea right there, right? 3,090 minutes played this season. He basically played the entire season. 6'4". He is French, sure. There is a lot of Real Madrid fans coming out on social media, and I'm hearing a lot of them, right, saying that he is French. Maybe you're adding to the idea of the dictatorship of Kylian Mbappe. This is going to lead to even more bad dressing room, because we all know if Konate joins Real Madrid, I mean, he is choosing the French side. He is choosing to roll with Camavinga, Chouameni, and Kylian Mbappe. I don't know why Real Madrid is becoming France FC, but I mean, France FC is not really a bad idea, if I'm being honest. I don't know what Jose Mourinho's plans are, if I'm being honest as well. Are they trying to build a team around Kylian Mbappe? If that is the case, then we all know, and it's so hard for me to say this because I am so pro Vinicius Jr. and I'm so against Kylian Mbappe, if I'm being honest, right? This is me personally. I think Vinicius Jr. is eventually going to leave Real Madrid. Now this is probably 80%, not a prediction but a spoiler, if I'm being honest, and I hope I am so wrong, man. I genuinely hope I am so wrong. I think both of them should stay, but they need to just they need to improve their chemistry together. One has to come down and drop his ego to help the other, if I'm being honest. And I know a lot of Real Madrid fans want Vinicius to drop down and help Kylian Mbappe to become even better. Maybe be the Benzema to the Cristiano Ronaldo back in the day, but it's going to be very hard. Both of them are wingers, both of them are unbelievable, and I don't know if that will work. It will only work if one of them is not in the team, man. And not only in the team, and I'm talking about being on the bench. No. One of them needs to leave Real Madrid in order to build a team around the other player, if I'm being honest. And I think all the French talents that is coming in, I think they're going to build a team around Kylian Mbappe, if I'm being honest. But the strength, I mean, he is elite physically. He's 6'4". He's very bulky, ladies and gentlemen. He has pace for a center back with that height and that bulkiness, right? He has a good pace, right? He's dominant in aerial duels, which is very needed. Strong recovery, aggressive front foot defender who can step into midfield. But let's take a look at his weaknesses. Can be rash in challenges and pick up cards. Passing under pressure is solid rather than elite. Okay. Occasionally loses concentration, leading to individual errors. Now, that line for me is going to be a problem, because I have watched Konate like in the Champions League, and he used to make a bit of errors as well. When it matters, he makes errors. When it's Real Madrid heritage, if you talk about it, we cannot have players who make errors at the bad timing, man. That is one big mistake in Real Madrid, if you're joining Real Madrid, because Real Madrid, we do not fumble under pressure. Look at the defense we used to have. The Sergio Ramos, a leader. This brother carried us in every single Champions League final, even as much as Cristiano Ronaldo did, man. If not, you can argue he did more than Cristiano Ronaldo in Champions League finals. And we cannot have both. Huijsen, who sometimes does mistakes, and Konate. So a partnership of Huijsen and Konate, I mean, they are mistakes prone. Yes, I don't understand that. But what I like about Konate, he's not injury prone. He has played all games in Premier League. That gives me a good sign that he is not injury prone. I don't know about the previous season. Maybe he got injured, if I'm not being mistaken. But he's a reliable player. He's only 27. He just turned 27. And center backs, they can go until 37 if they wanted, right? But if you're playing at Real Madrid, you will never make it to 37 playing at Real Madrid, let's be honest. Unless you look at Modric, obviously. But he is, I believe, I wouldn't put him in elite signing. I wouldn't put him in amazing signing. I would put him in very good signing, if I'm being honest. Just good, but a bit better than good, if I'm being honest. Next person is Dumfries, right? This is where it gets a bit shaky for me, but it works for Jose Mourinho style. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, again, 20 appearances. He did not play the entire season. 3 goals, 1 assist. He is more of a attacking wing back. So he's similar to a Frimpong, similar to a Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. Now, my only concern is that he is unbelievable in the attack, right? He's bulkier than Trent, so he's stronger than Trent. But is he really good defensively? That is the problem, man. Because if you're trying to replace a Carvajal, and it's a very hard shoes to fill, right? Carvajal was very good defensively. Is Dumfries going to be good defensively? That's going to be a very big question. I don't know, man. But considering that Jose Mourinho obviously had Maicon back in the day playing for him, obviously, and he did unbelievable for Jose Mourinho. I think Dumfries is going to have this dynamic with him and Trent Alexander-Arnold, where one game maybe Dumfries plays depending on the opposition. If more physicality is needed, maybe Dumfries can go there. But Trent comes in as more of a creative player, and that is a good rotation. I know a lot of Real Madrid fans do not like this one at all, but I think it's good. I genuinely think it's good, man. You know, he can be good defensively. If you're playing under Jose Mourinho and he improves defensive categories so much, man, I think he's going to perform well for Jose Mourinho, if I'm being honest. But again, 2 attacking wing backs, you could say. Maybe it's not the best option for rotation, but I would have preferred more defensive. Again, similar to when Trent joined, I prefer more defensive work. Now both of them being, that defensive. Let's see. I mean, he played unbelievable against Barcelona, and that's all that matters. But ladies and gentlemen, if you take a look at what is happening here, right? Konate for free, Hendricks for free, Munoz and Paz I believe Paz we have a buyback option if I'm not being mistaken. Dumfries for 25 million. All these players for 45 million, and that is why Perez should win his elections and he should stay in Real Madrid, right? Next season, even PSG will beg for a shot on target. Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, if we somehow make that defense, it's genuinely now. This is the first time where I'll be hopeful and say this. It's genuinely going to be scary for European teams, man. Now I hope we get all these players. I think Bastoni is a very big possibility now as well because Jose Mourinho really likes him, and Barcelona are out of the race for Bastoni. But in my opinion, Guardiola, I don't think he's going to join Real Madrid. If I'm being honest, I think Guardiola will choose Barcelona than Real Madrid, but let's see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. That is the two signings, ladies and gentlemen, and after this we're probably going to be in World Cup mode. More World Cup videos coming soon. Like I said, we're going to be live almost every single day. For Spain games, every Spain game is going to be live. Argentinian games, I'm going to be live every single time. And Portugal games, I'm going to be live every single time. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, notifications on, and gracias, amigos.